Go ahead, Felice.
Hi guys, welcome everyone. It's so awesome to see your faces tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Felice and I'm excited to have you all join us for the Freedom Revolution event. You may not know me or everyone on this call, but we are partnering together in order to share a message of hope with mission-driven people. You have been invited because someone respects you and cares about you and would love for you to know more about what we're up to. This call is meant to be relaxed and fun. You won't have to buy or do anything. Just being here tonight to show your support means so much to all of us. You may notice that some of us are reading off of note cards or scripts. We just want to be mindful of your time and try to keep this short and sweet tonight. We are so passionate about what we do that it's easy for us to go off on a tangent. But for the first few minutes tonight, we are going to talk about family health. You'll hear some stories of people taking their health to the next level and helping others to do the same. And then for the rest of the call, we will talk about the organization that we have partnered with. The Juice Plus company has allowed people all over the world, including myself, to add additional options and a sense of fulfillment. Maybe something tonight will stand out to you and you'll think of someone that needs to hear this message. So thank you all so much for joining us. So to kick it off, I am going to pose a question about health to all of you. Would you agree that being healthy today can be a challenge? Yeah, right? It's so true. We all love to look good and feel good, and we want to live a long, active, healthy life. But we know that it's our job to make this happen, but unfortunately it can be super complicated, unpleasant, and time-consuming. That's where we come in. The speakers tonight, myself, along with thousands of others around the world, are part of a movement called the Healthy Living Revolution, where we are helping people to take their health back in ways that are simple, doable, and fun. So the foundation of good health is good nutrition, right? We have to flood our bodies with the most important foods that we could ever eat, which are raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. We're supposed to eat 9 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, you guys. I don't know about you, but it's really hard for me to eat that many servings. And to get the variety and the consistency that we need is even more difficult. So that's why we love the nutritional support that's provided by Juice Plus. To give you a little bit of background on myself and how I started taking Juice Plus and started on this mission, it began about 3 years ago for me and my family. My son, Tice, had just turned 1 year old, and his immune system was just awful. He was constantly sick. If it wasn't one thing, it was another. We were dealing with colds and coughs and fevers and stomach bugs, and I was just so fed up. If you are a parent or even have young children in your lives, you know how hard it is to see a little one sick. And as the adult or the parent in their lives, it's our job to keep them healthy. And so I was looking for a solution, and I found Juice Plus. And you guys, I am like over the moon excited. It actually makes me tear up a little bit to say that here it is 3 years later. So we started taking this product in January 2015. It's February 2018. And Tice has not had one sick doctor visit since then. My whole family has been so much healthier. My husband and I both have noticed more energy on these products. Our overall health is just so much better. It's helped my 1.5-year-old with constipation issues. I was able to take this product through my pregnancy with Sloan and noticed a huge difference not only in my pregnancy, but in my recovery time after the birth of my second child versus my first. It's just been an amazing health journey for my entire family, which is why I'm here tonight sharing this product with all of you, because it's changed my life and I want to help change other people's lives as well. So just to give you some more information on exactly what Juice Plus is, it is 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries in a capsule. So, and then there's 15 additional plants that are in our whole food drink. You can mix it in a shake or a smoothie. But it all starts with farm fresh nutrition. So here is our fruit, our orchard blend. On the back, it's not a supplement label, you guys. It is actually, sorry, there we go. I don't know if you can even see this, but it lists the fruits that are inside of here. Fruits, vegetables, broccoli, kale, parsley, elderberry, blackberries. But the super cool thing about how this is produced is that it is vine ripened. So fruits and vegetables lose a lot of nutritional content when they are picked early and shipped long distances to our grocery stores. So the Juice Plus company solves this problem by working with some of the best mid-size family farms in North America. So all of our produce is vine ripened. The juicing and drying facilities are located close to the farms, and so that once the product or the produce is harvested, it promptly goes through a proprietary juicing and drying process. The whole food is pulverized, and for the greatest amount of nutrients, the end result is a highly concentrated nutrition in a capsule or a chewable. I don't have the chewables out, but here's a picture of the chewable bag. And then the super, super cool thing about this company and this product, you guys, is our children's health study. So any child over 4 years old can receive this product completely free. Tice just turned 4 in October, so I've been purchasing this product for 3 years for him, and now it's totally free. I just love the heart that this company has, but it has just been an amazing health transformation for my family. And I'm really excited to turn it over to Alexis Young now. She is my friend and business partner on the Juice Plus journey and also owns a yoga studio with me. But she has just an amazing health transformation and story to share with all of you tonight. So thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Alexis Young. I'm co-owner of Vibe Yoga Studio with my business partner, Felice. When we first opened the studio, I was recovering from breaking my foot. I've always struggled with losing weight, and after breaking my foot, I found myself at the biggest I've ever been, 185.6 pounds. When Felice and I first started the studio, a lot of our social media were pictures of the two of us doing different poses, and I always really found it extremely hard for me to post the pictures of myself because I was so uncomfortable with how I looked physically. I was really worried that people weren't going to see past my weight and see my true passion for yoga. And not to mention, I felt like crap. Like all last winter, I was in and out of urgent care, always on an antibiotic. And, Felice introduced me to Juice Plus. And honestly, at first I was really skeptical. I've tried a lot of different diet programs. And honestly, I thought she was just trying to sell me something. But over time, I realized she genuinely cares about my health. And I took the leap and I started my first Shred 10, which I'm super excited about. I had such great results in the first 10 days, I decided to go ahead and turn it into a diet program for myself. I continued to shred for 30 days. Since then, I've been kind of living an 80-20 rule. I give myself my weekends, and I start right back up on Monday. I'm down today 18.8 pounds, and that feels like an amazing thing to share with you guys. But not only 18 pounds, but 18.25 inches. And that's only in 4 months of this journey, and I've literally never felt better. Thyroid disease is a huge factor in my family. My mom is on thyroid medication, and I just started to fall into the belief that there was nothing there for me. But I found something that works and that I've made into a lifestyle. Plus, I have a wonderful community that I can rely on when I start to slip up, or if I start to get bored of those same recipes. I always have somebody there to give me something new and exciting to try. And I can't wait to hit my goal of 30 pounds down. I have set a goal inside of a goal for myself to I will get 30 pounds down, which I'm 18, so I'm pretty close there. I want to get there by conference in April when we go to Phoenix. And I'm just really excited about that. I'm going to get there. But just a little insight on what Shred 10 is. It's a 4-month program. You do it for 10 days, and it just helps people get into a healthy lifestyle with a supportive community. You'll take 2 shakes a day, or 1, whatever you prefer. We have chocolate, vanilla. They're vegan, they're gluten-free, they're a whole food protein with fiber, amino acids, fruits and vegetables, and it's all in just 1 shake. It's a great meal replacement. I have it before or after yoga class, or just maybe even for an afternoon snack, or if I come home late from a yoga class and I don't want to eat something big before bed, I'll just do a shake. So yeah, I just had such great results with Juice Plus. I couldn't help but want to reach everybody around me. So yeah, I mean, the yoga studio is my first passion, but everybody knows that when you open a new business, you're not going to make money right away. Unlike Juice Plus, I figured why not make a secondary income, for myself while praising Juice Plus already. I got my first bonus check right before Christmas, and all I had to do was share Juice Plus with people that I love and care about. I would like to hand it over to my friend Casey Elmore. She is a certified holistic health practitioner and mom of soon-to-be 3.
Thanks, Alexis. Oh, your story is so inspiring, and it makes me really look forward to my Shred 10 post this 3rd baby. So, well, thank you guys so much for being on. My name is Casey Elmore, and yes, I am expecting baby number 3. I'm about halfway through this 3rd pregnancy, and my story goes back to my youth and really to where I am. There's such a connection to where I am today that throughout my youth, I was an athlete. I played soccer my entire youth, all the way through college. I had a very successful career, but even though I was fit, I had a lot of health issues. And so growing up, I was that kid that was in and out of the doctor's office, much like Tice. I was sick all the time. I had walking pneumonia in junior high, had shingles in high school. I was diagnosed with asthma my freshman year in college. And I was diagnosed with a herniated disc at the age of 20 and had to have back surgery so that I could keep playing soccer and finish my career. Well, fast forward to graduating from college and moving, my husband and I, we moved to Austin, Texas. I really started to realize that all the supplements, because I was an athlete, I took all these supplements for years and years and years, that they weren't serving my health. They weren't making a difference in not only my life, but my husband, who also struggled with chronic allergies, adult acne, and what really, he played professional soccer as well post his college career, and it finished his college or his professional career because he had chronic injuries that he could not recover from. And so we moved to Austin. We realized that the supplements we were taking weren't serving us. We weren't getting enough fruits and vegetables. And we met this awesome girl named Michelle, and she just challenged us on our thinking. And so she shared Juice Plus with us. And honestly, we were at a point of desperation. We were like, why not? We spend all this money on all these supplements. Let's try something different. Let's focus on all these plant nutrition. So we threw out all of our supplements, including our whey and casein protein shakes that we were doing on a regular basis, and switched over to Juice Plus completely. And it was pretty much overnight the success we started to have. Better energy, better sleep, better quality of workouts, better recovery from our workouts. But it was by month 4 that I noticed that we were no longer taking, or Jesse was no longer taking his asthma or his allergy medication. I was no longer needing my asthma medication. I started CrossFitting and having no residual back pain that I had previously from my back surgery. And went into our first cold and flu season, and neither one of us got sick. Oh, and his acne was clearing up. So we were like, man, there's something to this. Like, it blew our mind that we could do something so good for our bodies. But not only that, when we decided to say yes to Juice Plus, there were some things that really stood out to us that was important, because as a woman, I knew at some point, I wanted to become a mom. And so the things that were really important to me is that Juice Plus is scientifically proven. It is the most researched nutritional product in the world with over 37 published studies that are in peer-reviewed medical journals. And it's food, like Felice said, it's not a vitamin. So, I was taking all these vitamins for years, and this literally has a nutrition fact label, and so it's the same label you'd see on like frozen broccoli or blueberries at the store or spinach. It's the government really considers Juice Plus food. And then knowing I wanted to be a mom is that there is no warning label on Juice Plus. It is purely food. It's safe for children, safe for nursing mothers, safe for elderly, and even professional athletes. And that really spoke to me because I knew one day I'd become pregnant, and I wanted this to be something that we could add into our lives for the rest of our lives. I didn't want to have to be constantly changing products. I wanted something that would heal my body with all my current issues, but know that I could take it with me for the rest of my life. And so we had all those amazing healing effects. But it was really cool that as of recently, our company came out with a product called the Omegas, the plant Omegas. And so this was huge for me because of someone who is, pregnant and wanting to have children, this is a really important piece to pregnancy. And so our company decided that, if we can get omegas from fish, why can't we just get it directly from the source that the fish are getting it from, the algae? And so our company has actually now harvested plant omegas for a 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 blend to get you a wide variety of omegas, and they really are the best quality. And so now you don't have to worry about the mercury or other side effects possibly from fish oils. And so that's really, really encouraging. But I do want to transition to more about the company because our family had an amazing experience on the product, but it was really the company behind Juice Plus that got us excited because our main mission was to not only bring freedom through improved health, but it was important that, it's important to know that 80% of Juice Plus is actually purchased by customers who have no affiliation with the company. And that really spoke to me because I looked at a lot of companies before Juice Plus. I wanted to go down a road of entrepreneurship. So, this business may not be for everybody, but for those that are looking for another type of freedom, that's where we came in with the Freedom Revolution. And so like Felice said before, we're not going to ask you to do anything. We simply want to share, why we love the business, what it's done for us. And so perhaps you do know someone that could really benefit from this, even if just sharing with one other person, it might change their life. And so how this business works and why I decided to sign up is that it is called a virtual franchise. It's literally $50 a year to own a business. You have an online office and a personal website where you get to run your business literally from any device. Literally, this is my office every single day. I get to use for my phone. I take it with me everywhere. And so I literally get to have an office everywhere in the world. I am currently in Austin, Texas, away from my family back in St. Louis, and I can do business while I'm here. So I get to write off my whole trip. It's awesome. The company manufactures Juice Plus and delivers it for us as well. So we don't have any quotas. We don't have any overhead. We don't have the bills. Our company collects all the money from our customers and then we get paid directly, which is amazing. So we get paid by direct deposit every month, and we just share it by word of mouth because, we know that that's the best impact we can make on our friends and family, and the company does the rest. So there's no inventory to keep. Juice Plus is the only thing, like our own product that our family has of our own. What the cool thing is, there's also no demotions. All commission levels are permanent. So when I started the business 6.5 years ago, I wasn't ready to do it full time. And so I worked up the company, day one. I signed up when the day that I ordered my product was the day I signed up for the business. It was $50. I had no risk. I had no worry. So I said yes. And I worked my way up to the top commission level in the company. And then I just kind of hung out there because, well, I didn't really have a desire to do much more than just make $1,000 a month. And so that was just where I was, and I knew that there wasn't any demotion. So I was happy where I was. There was no quotas and no minimums to meet to keep getting a paycheck. So I was just incentivized to be happy where I was and know that this business would be here when I was ready. But people can share a little like I was at the moment, or they can share with a lot to reach the desired freedom that they would like. And so there really is no glass ceiling, and our family experienced that, 3.5 years ago when we had moved home. We had opened a traditional business, but then we had our first kid. So by opening this traditional business, our hope was to retire my husband, who worked overnight in stayed over hotels Monday through Friday. And we had our first child, and we realized like he was missing out on everything. My husband missed out on a lot of firsts, and that was not okay in our books. And so we realized that this business could really allow our family to have a lot of freedom. And we watched all of our friends within the company having success, even our wonderful Michelle, who's going to speak here in a moment. We saw her leave advertising world. I've watched friends leave pharmacy and occupational therapy. I knew this could be something for us. So I decided to get passionate about this business and share it with everyone that I loved. And after just a short 6.5 months, Jesse was able to walk away and retire full-time and be home as a full-time dad. And so in the last 3 years since he's retired, we were able to purchase our own dream home to raise our kids in. And that was our intention and dream for our future. However, in the last 6 months, we realized we can do this business from everywhere. Why don't we travel for a bit with our family? So we now have our home on the market and intend to travel full-time as a family when it sells, for as long as we decide that we want to, until we go crazy maybe. So this business really allows you to have freedom. And I want to turn it over to Michelle, who's here with me, because she was the one that started this dream and this process for all of us that are here. And so I'm going to turn it over to you.
Hey guys. So fun we get to be together, because usually we're in different states doing our business. So I'll just jump in because I know I'm closing up here and we're going to wrap up our time, but I just want to share with you guys my experience, because I feel like I'm like the senior citizen of the group. I've been with the company for 8 years, and sometimes something comes into your life and you have no idea where it's going to take you. For me, it was the product came into my life, and just like you've heard tonight, it really is amazing what fruits and vegetables can do, and you flood your body with them day in and day out. And so whenever I started Juice Plus, I really just was a customer. I had no expectations. I saw a lot of change pretty fast in my health, because I was always an athlete and worked out, but I didn't have my nutrition under control. And so when I started seeing the changes in my health, my first reaction was, I need to share this with my family, my mom and my dad and my grandma. I'm from Oklahoma. And so bless their hearts, we're just not, super health conscious and meat and potatoes. And so I saw this as an opportunity, such a simple way for my family to get healthy, to get more fruits and vegetables in. And so I started sharing with my friend, that told me about Juice Plus. I want to get my family on board. And that's when I learned about this business opportunity. And to be honest, my first goal for doing the business, I was working full time in the corporate world, crazy hours. But my first thought wasn't to replace that income. My first thought was, I just know that if I'm not the one doing this and getting it for my family, they're not going to do it. And I can make such a bigger impact in their life if I'm the one signing up and saying, hey, please try this. I want you to do this, and checking in with them. And so that's where I started. It was really simple. But once you see changes in yourself and then you see changes in your family, you can't stop sharing with people. It's like, it's so good. You just want to tell more people. And it's like, the more you know, the more you want to do. And I started seeing people like friends and other family members who needed more fruits and vegetables, who needed to see some of the same changes in their health. And so I just kept sharing. And over time, I always tell people, your first 4 months on Juice Plus, you're going to see some changes, but doesn't stop there. I've been on it 8 years, and over time, I continue to see changes in my body. Different things happen. I've had 2 huge surgeries since being on Juice Plus, 2 amazing recovery stories. And so my story has evolved. And every time, I notice something different from adding in this product, it just gets me more excited to share with people, because you never know whose story you're going to impact. And so that's what partnering with the mission allows you to do. And so I shared with more friends and more family, and kind of found myself at a crossroads with advertising and marketing world. I was living in Chicago, like I said, working crazy hours. And I would look at the people who were at the top of the company and their lifestyle, their quality of life. And I was single at the time. I didn't have kids or a family, but I knew that that's not what I wanted. I got to the point where I was great at my job, had a great paycheck, but I lived for the weekends. I was like, oh, I can't wait till Friday, and I just didn't want to wake up wanting Friday. I wanted to love Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And so when I went to my first conference with the Juice Plus company, I met people from all over the world who literally had genuine joy and passion for what they did. They loved getting up. They loved every single day of the week. They were doing things that just blew my mind that their lives could look like that. And so that's when I started to dream again and think like, wow, like this could be more than just sharing with my, immediate family. It can be a part-time side thing, or, maybe I could even replace my full-time advertising income. And I met this cool couple. They're from the UK, but they were living in the US, and they had RV'd full-time for 4 years. And I love traveling. And so for me, like the thought of RVing around the country was just like high on the list, but I never even thought I could do it. Like I never crossed my mind until I met them. And it was really just this business has opened up the possibilities of what's possible, because it's a virtual franchise. Like Casey said, you need your phone, a laptop, Wi-Fi, and people to talk to. That's all you need. And so what I did was I went back. I basically saved up money, decided to quit my job in advertising, move states to Austin, Texas, and really decided to get a part-time job working in advertising and work part-time to build this franchise, because I saw that I could make a bigger difference doing this. I saw that I had the opportunity to have a bigger residual income someday. And I saw the freedom, the time freedom. And that's what it was for me. It was the time freedom and the emotional reward of getting to help people. And so I did that for 2 years. And then I was able to go full-time with Juice Plus. And now it's been 6 years. Met my husband. He realized that what I was doing with this company was a lot better than the government job that he had. And so he decided to jump on board and get his own franchise. And so in 2015, we got married in 2013. And in 2015, we bought our motorhome and we set out to live our dreams. We traveled the US and Canada for 2 years and made so many memories. I think we went to like 44 states. And literally just traveled and met people and shared health and hope everywhere we went, because our team is all over the country now. And, we use social media and we use the phone and email, and, there's so many ways to connect. You don't have to, like Casey said, just be in one place. And so for us, that was our dream. And we just settled in Tyler, Texas, where my husband's family is, and we're expecting our first child. And, we have the choice now to stay home with our kids. Both me and my husband get to be at home with them. And I know that's not what everyone wants, but it's great for us. And it's giving us an opportunity to, make choices that are aligned with our values. And that's really important. And so, a little bit more about, what the company has done for me and what it can do for others. It cannot only replace your full-time income or become a plan B. Some people want it just to be a side hustle. Some people want $300 a month or $500 or $1,000 a month. And the company is so generous and gracious. They let you choose. It's your franchise. It's your business. You can do as little or as much as you want. There's no penalties. They reward you for sharing with more people, which is what you want. If you love Juice Plus, you're going to want to share it with others. And so, once you get to the top position in the company that my husband and I are at, you get a full corporate benefits package. And when I left the corporate world, that was the hardest thing, because you're leaving that security, and I didn't have health insurance and I wasn't going to have all these benefits. But the Juice Plus company is so forward thinking that they decided that, yes, you can be self-employed, but we're going to give you a corporate benefits package. So we have health insurance, we have dental, vision, tuition reimbursement for our kids or for ourselves. We have long-term disability, life insurance. We have holiday bonuses and an expense allowance. And that's better than what I had in the corporate world. And I get to wake up and work in my yoga clothes or work in my pajamas, there's definitely.
And work with your friends.
And work with my friends, you get to choose who you work with. Cause I definitely had some bosses that I didn't like, some great ones, but some that, I wouldn't have chosen. And so with this business, you really get to choose who you work with. And the company's amazing. They're headquartered in Memphis, Tennessee. The company itself has been around for 50 years. The product's been around for 25 years. It's privately held, debt-free. They take such great care of their employees. Like they were voted top company in Memphis to work for this year. they do everything for us. I've had a traditional business like Casey. I had a health coaching company for 4 years, and I was the tax person. I was the payroll person. I was the marketing person. I was creating all the programs. Like, I did everything. And this business is so much simpler because all I get to do is be the messenger and love on people and share with people and be passionate. And they take care of the taxes and the payroll and, all the legal stuff. And for me, that was better because I'm a people person. I didn't want to have to do all the business back end. And so the virtual franchise model really is something that it can be a good fit for anyone. But I love that, the company ships directly to our customers so that our customers are getting the freshest powdered produce that is possible. The company, processes the orders. They do all the legal stuff. It's only $50 to have a franchise with the Juice Plus company. And I always tell people that's too little. Like, it should cost more because it's so valuable. It's $50 a year. I'm like, you spend that to be a Costco member, And so really there's not a lot of risk. The company just does so much for us. And they really are a company with a heart. And, when you get involved with a company, you want to know, what are they like? What are their values? Who are they? And our company is really big on philanthropy. They're really committed to the Boys and Girls Club. They sponsor the St. Jude Marathon every year where they're donating millions to St. Jude's Hospital. We have a children's health study like Felice talked about where 1 million families have been able to get free Juice Plus for 4 years. I don't know of any company that gives away free product, let alone for 4 years. They reinvest their money in research and making sure we know, what does Juice Plus do in our bodies and how is it going to benefit people. They work with the Volunteers of America, the Boys and Girls Club. We're donating our tower gardens, which are these vertical gardening systems, to schools and to Boys and Girls Clubs so that they can experience growing healthy food. And so it really is just, Dave Martin is the president and the founder of the company. He's been there since day one. It's stable, it's lasting, and there is a tried and proven business model. And I tell people, like, this business isn't for everyone, but anyone can do it. If you just believe in yourself and you are coachable and you have a passion for other people and you want to make a difference, then, it's worth looking into. Because for me, I've been able to more than double my corporate income. My husband's able to work with me. We're able to travel. And we're just able to say yes more, to give more away, and to be generous and really, and to work with people that we love and care about. And our friendship, people sometimes worry like, oh, I might lose my friends doing this. But in 8 years, literally my friend pool has like multiplied over and over and over. And I have friends in so many places that I never would have had. So the community is probably one of my favorite things.
The best ever.
Because you just get to be around supportive, positive, like-minded people who are goal-driven and who want to help other people. And to me, there's nothing better than having, it's like your church family, but it's your work family. And, it's the best of both.
It's better than your work family.
So that's my story. It's been a great run, 8 years. I never thought I would do something I did advertising for 3.5 years. So I never thought I would do something longer, but I was telling people today, I don't plan on retiring because you don't really need to when you do something that you love every day. So.
And with the people you love.
Yeah. So we're so grateful you joined us. We want to wrap up here, but I'm assuming, if you're here, it's for a reason. God has you here for a reason. And so if there's something that resonated with you, there's something about the products or the business, or maybe you thought of someone who really needs to hear about this or needs to know about this opportunity, please talk to the person who invited you. We'd love to just share more information and kind of see what the best next step is for you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Take care.